I'm Jake Mansell with HHA Sports, and today we're gonna go over the sighting process for the Tetra LT. So for the Tetra LT, there's a 3-step process for sighting in your sight. Same as all other Tetra bow sights. First, we're gonna find our 20-yard mark. That is step number 1, and we wanna find our 20-yard mark with our slide as close to 0 as possible. We're going to make our vertical adjustments at 20 yards using the infinite adjust channel and using the front 2 bolts on the front of the scope housing. So for 20 yards, I'm gonna first set my scope housing somewhere in the middle of the infinite adjust channel just to be safe. I may start at 5, 10, or 15 yards just to make sure I'm on target, and then I'll really fine tune my 20-yard mark. This is by far the most important step in this process, because if you're off at 20, you're then gonna be off at 60, off at 70, off at 80, and then also it could be off at 40. So it's really important that we fine tune our vertical adjustment on the infinite adjust channel up here. So I'm gonna keep my slide as close to 0 as possible while making my adjustments up front. Once I've found my 20-yard mark, for me, mine was at 0. We're then gonna slowly work our way back to 60, which is step number 2. I'm gonna really spend a lot of time shooting at 60 yards to make sure that I get the correct sight tape. Now that I've shot at 60 yards, I've found that I'm number 30 on my setup tape. Now that I know that I'm number 30 on my setup tape, I'm gonna take 30 minus 0. So I'm gonna take my 60-yard mark minus my 20-yard mark. So when I take 30 minus 0, I get 30. So once I get that number 30, that means that I'm gonna use sight tape number 30. So I'm gonna go over to my packet that came with my sights, and I'm gonna find sight tape number 30. I'm gonna peel that off. And when I install this on my Tetra LT, I'm gonna make sure that 60 yards is right where 30 is on my setup tape, because 30 is where 60 was. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put 60 right up my yardage indicator there. I'm gonna peel that all the way up. I'm gonna peel this down. And you may find that you get a little bit of excess tape on either the bottom or the top, and you'll just wanna snip that off with a scissors or a knife. Now that I have my sight tape installed, I'm now good to shoot all the way from 20 yards out to 80 yards. For more information, please visit our website at www.hhasports.com.